With me now, Senate Homeland Security Committee Chairman Ron Johnson also serves on the Foreign Relations Committee. Senator, good morning to you, and thank you for your time. He says, "Good morning, Bill. Absolute right to do that with regards to a national emergency. I haven't done it because I want to do a deal through Congress." Sir, where are we on that?
Well, if you actually look at the wording of the 1996 National Emergencies Act, I think the president is right. It gives the president sweeping authority. These flux of aliens, which either is such magnitude or exhibits other characteristics, effective administration of immigration laws in the United States is beyond existing capabilities, or pressure on current law enforcement. Bill, when you take a look at the influx of unaccompanied children and people coming to this country as family units because of our loopholes that incentivize and reward that type of illegal immigration, in 2012, about 11,000 people came in as a family unit. Last year, it was 107,000, a tenfold increase. In the first 3 months of this year, 75,000 people came into this country illegally and were apprehended as a family unit. This is a growing problem because we incentivize and reward people, and it's not going away. It's a growing crisis, and that is the crisis of the border.
Let me give
there's nothing humane about incentivizing children to come across here where a third of the young girls get sexually assaulted. I've seen the pictures of the dead, desiccated, animal-chewed bodies in the desert. There's nothing humane about having laws that incentivize people taking that dangerous journey.
Or the drugs, as many have pointed out. Kirsten Nielsen, Kellyanne Conway here yesterday. Just so our viewers know, national emergencies, 31 still remain in effect. They go back decades. President Obama declared 12, including one about the flu. President Trump has declared 3 already. I thought national emergencies dealt with America. But the president's already declared one about Nicaragua. President Obama had one with regard to Somalia, Libya, Yemen, Ukraine, South Sudan, Central African Republic, Venezuela, Burundi. It just seems like this is a broad category, Senator.
Well, again, Congress has been giving away its constitutional authority and ceding that to the president for decades. This is another example. I hope it doesn't resort to this. I hope Democrats actually will stop being so hypocritical and actually put their money where their mouth is. They all claim they want border security. They voted for $8 billion, specifically a better barrier funding. They voted for $40 billion of border security funding in the immigration bill. And yet, because it's President Trump, they simply won't provide just table stakes funding for the better barriers that we actually need. And let's face it, candidate Trump, I can't think of an issue that he highlighted more than securing our border, keeping this nation safe. If he can claim a mandate through his election, it really is for building better barriers. Okay. Democrats are playing politics. They simply want to deny him that funding. This is something we should do.
I'm out of time, but if you can do it in 15 seconds, how do we get out of this?
Well, from my standpoint, I'm happy to look at just really a small increase, a small budget or funding measure that actually pays the essential employees. I'm working on a bill that would do that. For example, Coast Guard, but TSA, CBP, other essential people. Maybe that would be something to keep the pressure on the Democrats to come to the table and negotiate in good faith.
We'll see whether or not that flies. Paychecks stopped starting tomorrow for many. Thank you, sir. Ron Johnson from Wisconsin, there on the Hill. Thank you, sir.
President